Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne Sharp World, where today we are taking a look at a brand new budget EDC coming out of Sencut. And this one here is a handful of budget beastly badassery. It's really good, especially for the price. What we're looking at here is none other than the Sencut Errant. Now, before I go any further into this review, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in today. If you like what you see, please do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, follow along, and I will continue to bring you the content. Now, let's take a look at some overall specs on this knife right here. We have an overall length coming in at 8.08 inches, a blade length of 3.45 inches, and a blade thickness at 120 thousandths. Blade material on this guy is 9CR18 MOV with a drop point style blade, a hollow grind, and a handle length coming in at 4.63 inches. Handle thickness on this guy is 470 thousandths. You're going to have a couple handle material options. This one here is micarta, but there's also some G10 variants. We have a liner lock for the locking mechanism, a user of a right or left hand tip up carry, weight coming in at 3.89 ounces. This is yet just another fantastic in-house design coming out of Sencut, and a price. $39.95, and you can even get the G10 option for over $1 less, $38.25 for the G10 options. So again, what you're coming at here is when it comes to the best knives ever under $50, and especially under $40, there really is nothing quite like Sencut. And some people may not like hearing that, but that is just the facts of life, guys. There is no manufacturer doing it better than Sencut right now under the $50 range, and especially under the $40 range. Let's take a look at some size comparisons here and see just what we have. And I welcome any manufacturer out there. Please try and compete, but I have not come across anything yet. Nothing with this level of smoothness, and also the, just the overall greatness of their designs. They have some fantastic designs that I just love the aesthetics of. This here is the Civivi Sokoke, as well as the Civivi Conspirator. That should really squash any questions about the size for anyone here. Basically a dead-on comparison with the Conspirator, so very nice lineup there. And let's get to talking about this. Now, I will say there's nothing really super unique to say about this knife, because if you've handled a Sencut, you pretty much know what to expect. Fantastic blade. Like the blades from Sencut are just next level. They're insane for a knife under $40. 17 thousandths behind the edge, a nice thin hollow grind. Excellent job on that hollow grind. Very nice plunger grind there with the sharpening choil. Take care of all that good stuff, and it's just a nice sized blade. This definitely is a knife that tries to walk both lines of being like a big boy, like a beast of a budget knife, but then also kind of that lighter weight, slimmer carry. It's not a thick handle, but it does feel like a rather robust handle, especially for what it is. Again, a sub $40 knife. Back in the day, a sub $40 knife, you could only expect so much from, right? I feel like you're really getting one solid piece here for $39.95. Really, really nice. And to be honest, I would probably go with, I think I like the G10 version a little better. G10's a little stronger, so you're going to get that little bit more stiffness in the handle that I think a lot of people like, and that's, a little less at $38.25, but just a very solid blade. Love the swedge, simple drop point. Okay, whoops. Think I might have cut myself there. Razor sharp edge. Let's talk about these thumb studs. This is the one thing about this knife that I don't love. Very rarely do I have something negative to say about a Sencut, but I really don't like these thumb studs. Now, granted, it has a phenomenal flipper tab that we'll talk more about in a second, but the thumb studs. So the reason I don't like them, they're a great size. So like the sides, you get a little bit of grippiness there, but the problem is, they're somewhat close to the handle, which is fine. That's the actual location is not the problem. The problem is the surface of these thumb studs. There's too much smooth like dome at the top, and it's very easy to just slide over. You have to really get down in there, to kick it out. Now, granted, you can do it. It's not impossible. And I wouldn't even say it's necessarily hard, but it's one of those knives where you have to be conscious of that because it's very easy to do that. To just like go to flip it out and not really thinking and get like a botched flip. And that's because there's just too much slippery surface up here. There's not enough. I wish there was a couple more stair steps. As you can see up here, there's jimping on it, which is nice, but I would like to see that jimping go a little more to the top or something to cause to gain benefit, a little more grip, because while you can do it, it's just as easy to slip on it due to that domed surface. So I do think that was a bit of an issue there. I would have really liked to have seen some just more traditional thumb studs, like just something here like on the Sencut. You know, this is a perfect example, actually. If you look at the Sencut, you see how small the domed area is. The thumb studs on the Sencut are a breeze, but that extra bit of round surface up there on the thumb studs of the Errant, it makes a little bit of a challenge. I wouldn't call it, like I said, I wouldn't say it's infuriating or super, super annoying, but you do notice it, and it is very possible to botch the thumb flip on it. Now, when you get into the flipper, very different story. Talk about that when we get to the action. But as for the handle, you know, really just a very solid handle. This knife in general is a very simple design. Some people could say it looks like other things, and you know what? That's very possible because there's a lot of knives out there now. But it is just a very clean, basic design that looks good and feels good. It is a nice knife, I think, for a lot of hands. Even if you have bigger hands, this is still going to feel pretty good for you. Would have kind of been nice to have a little bit of a choil up there, but I would say there's no choil. I wouldn't even use that for even like a choke up. I would definitely stay back there. As I demonstrated earlier, I'm not bleeding. That's good. But yeah, this is a very, very sharp blade. As for the clip, very basic, works fine though, and I love these new clips. I like the not having no cutout there in the middle. Just very, very good. I drank too much coffee this morning. Oh my god, I am like stuttering way, way, way too much, and that's the caffeine effect there. So maybe I'll learn. We'll see. Probably not. But anyway, let's get into the action here, because the action, we can keep it simple. It's Sencut. It's fantastic. You have fantastic detent. When you go to close it, shake shut, or I wouldn't even call that a shake. I would just say like, I guess a light shake, yeah, but it's just so smooth. Excellent lock up there on that liner lock, and overall just a very, very solid knife. I honestly don't think budget knives under $40 can get any better than not just this Errant, but just about anything Sencut is bringing out under 40 bucks. It's phenomenal. It's probably the best it'll ever be. I think it'll just stay like this. I don't know what they could do to make it better unless they start using like titanium, which I really don't see happening. That sounds crazy right now. But what we have here is just, it's another banger from Sencut, guys. I guess, determine what you really call a banger. But for me, something this good under 40 bucks, I guess Sencut just has a lot of budget bangers, but it's just that good. It's that consistently good from top to bottom. Again, let me know what you guys think of Sencut. Another very impressive offering here, and one that I think is going to do rather well. So let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know what you think of any other new Sencuts that have come out or are coming out. I'm always excited to check those out because there's something about a good, amazing budget knife that is just great because a lot of people can afford it. So love what they're doing over at Sencut. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And until the next one, I'm out.